against protection from fire. Okay, so that's the ineffective. Okay.
Marvelous. Alright, kids and cadets, shall I whisk you away once Dizzy is in the game? Whisk you away on the fantasy train. Going anywhere. Not a booper scooper. So, just for context, is anyone here aware of the fact that for some reason trending on Twitter is attack and dethrone God?
Yeah, I did see that on a couple of the channels.
Oh my goodness. Now,
Here's I'm finding
Jesus.
sword from somewhere.
Now all you have to do is have a few emotional scenes, try once, fail, and then try again. The order doesn't matter, you just have to hold up the Japanese ideal that you can kill God if you just try hard enough. It doesn't have to be the power of friendship, you can just be very determined or be taking revenge for your father. There's a lot of ways to kill God that don't require you to make friends.
Yeah, just
Is that how
pissed about your village being destroyed.
is that how the book on Deicide opens? Contrary to popular belief, you do not in fact need friends to defeat God. Well, kids, you're standing in a room full of spiders. You probably may in fact be attacking and dethroning a god at some point if we continue this long enough.
Oh, depending what god you're talking about.
Probably one that. Probably a meanie linguini.
Okay, I have to cross these stairs very carefully, seeing as they were covered in the demonic oil.
Ah, the grease will evaporate eventually, leaving a sticky residue. Not that sticky, but it's like, like sticky the way candy is. Like, yeah.
Yeah, oh, my shoes kind of sticking to the floor in an annoying way.
No. It's sticky like the way hand sanitizers once it dries up. I remember that stickiness. It's so fresh in my mind. Ugh. Well, you've managed to clear out some laboratory. No people to save. You've also beat the crap out of probably one of the leaders of this organization, judging by how big and important she presented herself.
Hmm,
You got some keys.
bigness means importance.
With demons, it does. Yes, with demons, it does. Your call, kids.
These are the options.
You,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can always listen at the door, see if you can glean supplementary information.
Hmm. I'm gonna take a look, see in this.
Room Q9. What a beautiful selection. The room is called the Cathedral of Chaos. There's a giant ivory-colored statue of a goat-headed man grasping a glaive with a crescent moon-shaped blade. The columns are made out of beautiful black marble, presumably. There's some columns off to the side. Let me just reveal the whole room since you're taking a good long peek. There's some areas with some curtains off to the side. So if you particularly have a hatred of curtains, now's your chance to get revenge. Now, does anyone here have a good perception score? Cool. Then you won't notice anything out of the ordinary. Oh wait, except Toulon, because I forgot Toulon actually has the eyes of a slightly stout eagle. Toulon sees that there's something skittering on the back of that statue. Laying an ambush, perhaps? They don't look like spiders. I'll show you a picture, actually, of what they approximately look like. Nice claw fingers. Big horned heads. They keep peeking out. They're right there waiting. Beefy boys. Spiky.
They have more horns growing up their arms.
Just delicious, ain't it?
Everything has the same horn texture.
We had one texture. He even has horns growing out of his muscles. That doesn't seem very pleasant. Oh, well, that's demons.
Small nubbing horns.
Well,
whatever they are, I'm pointing my bow at them. Or, you know, the intention direction was there behind the big statue.
yeah. They seem to be enjoying their little hideout. And they don't seem to have any intention of attacking you quite yet. Yeah. Despite your little gesturing, they seem unwilling to attack anyone outside of the room.
Do we proceed in here, or do we check out what's down there? Nobody seems to have a preference.
We can probably just listen into the core over here.
You can.
It's on the other side.
Give it a listen. Never hurts.
Ron, would you do that, since you have proper ears installed?
As you approach the door, you hear two distinct noises. From the north comes a very energized argument. And from here-ish comes the sound of people training. Like, you hear a rhythmic, "Huh!" and then something hitting something else. Sounds like training and exercise.
Think we'll check it out.
Yeah.
Nice. Why the heck not? With a little click click swish swash of your key, you open a door. And find yourself in a hallway with many other doors. To the south, your eyes doth glean. Templars doing some training. What was their aura again? The whole room is covered in a haze of cowardice.
Yellow haze of coldness.
It's beautiful. Well, you have plenty of choices on where to go. They seem quite involved in their training. They might not notice you've tried to sneak across.
Only known for our stealth.
As I mentioned, the sound of people arguing is to the north, and seems to be providing some... It provides some sound cover at the very least. That is an idea. That is an idea.
How many are there?
You can roll me stealth or perception if you want to peek in a bit more. Let's see. How good are these guys at spotting things? Not good enough. Alright. In that case, you managed to glean the room itself. It's 4 of them. That's it. Not so bad, it's not so bad. It's the boys.
Armored opponents. Okay. Just get on.
It's up to you. Spellcasting is not stealthy. Alright, alright.
Start luck.
So, since you're clearly all intent on attacking, let's just make the magic happen. Let me first clear the turn order. Yep. Templar. Templar.
Keeping a kind of side eye on this door here.
Good idea. Or is it a bad idea? Alright. The gang's all here, and is all ready to go. We're missing the Chulonic man, though. There we go. Now the gang's all here. Fire! Fire! I mean, you're free to delay.
Yeah, I'll wait until Cariel has yelled at Cariel with me.
Toulon, how do you handle the situation? Cario. Would you like to have a go?
Do my thing.
Abracadabra. Rumo Incineratio. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. They're evil. Who knew? Why did it specify evil creatures and creatures with the evil subtype? Under what circumstances does something have the evil subtype but isn't also evil? What happened to you?
Casper the friendly ghost.
Casper, what happened? Shake him around. Alright then. Ugh, there's something I forgot to do. Give me a moment. As I flick a few switches and try to seem important. Did you know? Boop. See, I knew. Oh no, that's actually... It always gets me when that's correct. It always gets me when that's still correct. Anyway, you blast the room with flame and fury. The straw dummies and the wooden dummies, they are beating on with their glaives. Get scorched by consecrated flames. They all get to roll me their absolute garbage reflex saves. You manage to turn the room into nothing but ashes as you incinerate them and everything they own.
None of them came close.
The room is... There's that hollow echo as you watch the whole room fill up with this cloud of ash. Your noise has attracted some people who will not act on their turn quite yet.
Fire will pat Kelly on the shoulder.
Marvelous. Marvelous. Alright, so... Seems like the danger is gone. What do you do?
What about the arguing in this?
The noise there seems to have stopped.
Yeah, the sound of someone chanting a holy fireball in the corridor. These people are engaging with it.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
So I'll and you have two on. Okay, ready.
Toulon. We're basically on a fresh turn. Would you do the honors? You are presented with some fine gentlemen. Excuse me. This, for some reason, is always a bit of a pain to do. Click, clack, break mother's back. You see two more Templars. And also, a Bugman. Yes. John Bugman. Who is verily caught off guard by the situation and the turn of events that has taken place. Too bad you will never learn his name because you're being so aggressive. It's Grillixby. What a terrible name. Alright. Enough tomfoolery. Toulon, you kick the door in. What do you do next? Fire, you also had your action ready, I presume, for this invasion?
Yep.
As Toulon goes for the ankles.
I'll aim for the Buckman. That seems demonic. Something.
The Bugman... He's flat-footed. Though he has cover, as a result of the doorway being in the way. But, you know what? Toulon, go ahead and roll me your attacks after that. Fire can fire at whoever he wants. And take his whole turn, actually, since he waited. Let's see. How strong are these Templars? Their AC is actually 20. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. 8, a 25. Oh. What just happened? He's like 68. Oh, cool. This happened. I've been turning off my numlock a lot lately, and I keep forgetting. It's mostly because I don't have an N key anywhere other than my numlock, and I need the N key in order to shut off iFlux sometimes. Alright, you watch as Toulon gives this guy a ring in his armor. You can go ahead. Oh, you already fired. Good, 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 good. Let's see. His AC is 21 since he's flat-footed. and has cover. So you still give him the old pepper. Okay, so that is... The first one hits. 36, 12... Wait, I need to see. Does Grillix have any resistances and damage resistance? DR10 good? Is your weapon holy? Unfortunately, in that case, I'm going to have to deduct 10 from every attack. That's 2, that's 6, and that's 5. He still has the arrows sticking out of him. He's just kind of annoyed by them. There's a little bit of ruckus coming out of another room. There's some shuffling over here. And then there's Cariel. Cariel, your friends have knocked in a door, and you hear shuffling coming from an adjacent room. How rude. You know the old trick. He's a bad boy. He has spell resistance. Nope. This Templar lets out a variety of exotic and thrilling curses to Toulon as he hops back, holds his glaive as high as he can, and then to say it affectionately. Oh wait, are these both the same? No, this is just for good people. That's not good outsider. He will smite you for the insolence of attacking him right in the calf. Landing a 33 plus, which will do 14, and a miss, I presume. Mr. Toulon. Grillixby uses the momentum of all those arrows to roll himself over the table. Go with the flow, they all say. Go with the flow. Let's see, what can he all do on his turn? He can do a lot. He's surprisingly good at this. The first thing he's going to do is turn invisible. Like a coward would. The second thing he's going to do is he will produce Mind Fog. I appreciate that the Mind Fog page does mention that the effect created by the spell does not move with a ship. Here we go. Mind Fog produces a thin mist that weakens mental resistance of those caught in it. Creatures in the Mind Fog take a -10 to wisdom checks and will saves. You must save against... If you save against the fog, you are not affected and do not need to make further saves even if you remain within the fog. Affected creatures take the penalty as long as they remain in the fog in 2d6 rounds after. The fog is stationary and lasts for 30 minutes until dispersed by the wind. The fog is thin and does not significantly hamper vision. It is a 20-foot fog. Let me see if I can find a cool fog sprite to throw into the room. Ah, here's a nice fog. Wait, is that diameter or radius? Radius. Ugh, we'll just say that this is enough. All right, can you all roll me a will save? The DC is 21.
Blackjack. Basement.
Cario, your mind is full of fog.
You kind of search it if you want.
You might make it. Got 50-50. Crack-a-lackin'. Roll me that 1d8. Ah, you make it! Toulon, you're the last person that must save against the mind fog. Ah, he's so angry that his mind fog didn't work. You hear his angry buzzing. In fact, he starts to build up that buzzing and intends to use it against you. He has an ability that with his droning wings is what I'm trying to say. Audible plate mail scampering in the background. This one is surprised that you are able to hold his ground. He wavers for just a moment, and then declares, "Yes, death to the outsiders!" Not with rolls like those. Even the second one misses. Fire. You're standing in a fog of mind juice.
So, I presume this is also hampering vision.
I specifically mentioned it does not significantly hamper vision.
Oh,
Explanation was very, very fast.
Excuse me. I will post the whole shabam where you can see it. At the end, the fog is thin and does not significantly hamper vision.
where did Dogman go?
He turned invisible. As in, he specifically has the ability quickened invisibility.
But he's making a lot of buzzing noise.
Yes,
Can I try to track that noise?
you can roll me perception.
Yeah. My case, it's a long shot, but
I mean, he's not. I'm just gonna tell you physically. Well, I mean, just slamming all the numbers into a machine. I'm gonna have to say no. This is a very difficult shot to just do on a whim.
yeah. Figured. Damn you, Flyman. Well, gonna shoot at his friend then. Mr. Templar.
He has cover, but that second one hits, and the third one hits. Your arrows trail the fog through the air as they bring him down significantly. You watch as he briefly releases his weapon, planning to reach for one of the potions on his belt. Toulon. Toulon. By the way, Cario, I want a perception check from you. Yes, while Toulon takes his turn. I'll tell you what this means in a bit, after we see what Toulonic Man is going to do with this other Templar. Toulon. Injured, yes. Toulon goes to the man to the north and gives him a few good hefty cleaves. Cario. Cario. You hear the brief clanging of metal coming from the door behind you, and then it stops. It's like someone dropped some pots or something. I put those guys on the initiative, didn't I? These guys can go out of it. They're not involved in this anymore. Yeah, I didn't put them in the initiative. What kind of moron am I? Oh no! A smiley face that fills me with something. You hear some scampering to the north. Cariol.
Step away from that door. Use the classic invisibility purge. Deal with hothead.
There he is. He's so mad about that. Also, this lasts for a while. That's nice. So he can't do that again, even if he can do it again, but he can't. Because you're just constantly... Alright, do you want to do anything else? You took a standard action, you took a step. This guy takes out a delicious sponsored potion brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Let's see how much this will do for this poor, poor man. Man, I might as well just put these dice somewhere where I never look back at them, because I never use them. It makes me feel bad. Feels bad. Thanks. When I click cleric on the cleric list, it jerks me to the cleric spell list instead of to clerics. This is for the life of me. Okay, there we go. Now I got the numbers. Don't worry, kids. I got the numbers. He takes a sip, discards his bottle, and readjusts his pose. Suddenly, to the north. Oh, attack of opportunity is made against him. Hit him right in the gut. Wait, that's a cold iron great axe. Do you have 10-foot reach?
I have retributive ring.
Well, ain't that just a meanie? Oh, that's neat. Alright, well, you hit him. Roll me the damage. He goes down. And the potion is still in his hand when he hits the ground, since reactions happen before the action that triggers them are completed. So at least you get to keep the potion. To the north, a door opens up wide. Well, what is in there? What is in there? I don't know if I have any of the creatures I need ready for this. These guys are annoying. Oh, well, they can throw this at you. Without too much of a hassle. The tassel. Beep. And then a boop. The door opens up. You watch as a bunch of smoke comes out of a forge.
Oh,
You are immediately beset upon by a smelly fart cloud.
oh no, the big stinky.
Since the mindfuck will not meaningfully affect anyone at this point. They throw it with such reckless abandon, it actually is going to hit some friendlies in the process. Alright, everyone, roll me some big stinky resistances.
Damn it.
If you surge, you will make it. No, you could make it. I'm sorry, I thought the DC was 13, but I'm thinking of these Templars who can't do shit. I can't stop thinking about that steamed ham. Carol, yeah, your fort saves are probably ridiculous, especially with your additional magical resistances. Another one yells something about throwing glitter dust at them and saying that they should have done that before the cloud, and then they start arguing for a moment. Toulon, mustard gas comes at you. Nice. I guess I really shouldn't have asked, should I? Good old Grilby, which is a better name, is going to use his droning wings, which mostly involves him looking constipated before he unleashes this. Give me a will save, DC 24. Or be slowed for 6 rounds.
Who is that affecting?
It's a great question. It's a 30 feet thing. And it does affect... yeah. Yeah.
Cloud that blocks all vision.
It's sound.
Oh, it's a sound? Glow and sound.
All creatures within 30 feet that can see the corpses.
Ah. Well, Toulon, you can still technically see it. He wasn't expecting that mustard cloud when he was starting it up last turn, so... His Templar gets to make the save as well.
It's a whole lot of friendly fire.
It's a whole lot of friendly fire. Somehow he makes it. Wow. Legendary. Promote this man on the spot. Then you are... Groby is losing his temper. And he gets like a little steam puff like... Cool. This is the point where the door behind Cariel slams open, and they immediately start hacking and coughing. The one who opened the door is immediately incapacitated by the guess. Cooperation. It's important. It's nice to see the enemies do the thing the players always do for once. The spellcasters to the north are having an excited and heated argument over the order in which things are supposed to happen. Since they can't really shoot their spells in there too effectively. If they shoot glitter dust, they'll hit themselves, and one of them like you'd look any better. This guy hops back. He wields his glaive in such a way that he tries to push Grillixby forward with one push and then immediately goes for a swing. Missing Toulon. Fire. Cough, cough.
I can't see.
Oh.
Anything.
Excuse me. Allow me to fix that.
Well, I was, fire can't see anything.
No, I mean the cloud going away. There you go.
I barely see the door in front of me, so I'll start.
I mean, when this cloud appeared, you had a good idea as to where exactly it manifested and where it doesn't. Because the way I imagine that something like Stinking Cloud appears is you just see these fume tunnels of coming out of the ground, like the ground itself is steaming.
Okay. I think this is outside of it.
You're outside of it right now, and you see this droning boy. Would his effect last on this turn? Probably. Yeah. Can you roll me that will save?
What was it?
It's a will save against the slowing stuff. Let's see.
24. Well, there's a chance. Oh wait. Is this a mind affecting thing?
I imagine it is. Yeah, I'd say it's man affecting.
And this is a demon.
Yes.
Well, good to say. Well, reroll that.
What good would that do for you? Oh no! You don't care about his fancy light show. Eat pant.
Not care for this at all, sir. Then I'll use amazing initiative to gain
Oh, no.
protection.
You can make a full complement of attacks, yes. Oh.
Align my weapon as full.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's time.
His eyes go wide. He's like, oh no. He's resisted all of my most powerful tricks.
Yeah.
What divine agent has fallen into my door? Well, you still have an action.
Yep, that's my good aligned. So, shoot.
Yes. No argument. He's gonna feel that one in the morning. Doesn't Holy do an extra 2d6 good?
No, this align weapon
Excuse me. I just want to be sure. Toulon.
makes the weapon a good aligned. So, what else is there?
Get out of the fart cloud. Grillixby, in all of his anger, is going to taste the pain. Bring in the max, bring in the pain. Oh, fuck. Thanks to that arrow, you could leave him in the back and cause the kind of damage that, so that's 93, 27. He goes down to the negatives. He falls unconscious from pain and agony, completely not expecting a weapon that cruel and devastating. He is... Okay, in that case, he's actually 100% deado. No dying. Just out. Gone. Away. Cariel, in your noxious state, you hear metal scampering around, because this guy's like feeling... Because he can't see more than 5 feet. He's not affected by the smoke cloud mustard-wise, but he's like, where are they? Because he never saw you. The cloud was there when they opened the door. Then he sees you, and he jumps back, but then realizes he can't... He's gonna have to try this. What? He also seems to be blaming you for what's going on.
This isn't my fault.
Since he's more than 5 feet away,
There's a 50% mischance. So, do either of those hit Cariel? Alright, I'm gonna roll him a 50% mischance then. He manages to hit you. I don't know why that's Jim. So you take 10 as a glaive out of nowhere strikes at you. The Blackfire Debts are still arguing. And then they're like, why don't you just make it go away? Just like, you make it go away. I'll make it go away. She's going to roll a spellcaster check against essentially themselves, since they're the same character. They fail. And she's like, why do you cast your spell so strong? It's like, well, it's supposed to stay there for a while. The next one in line decides to follow suit and is like, I want to shoot things. Why do you cast spells so good? She's like, I can't help it. First in class, baby. Cariel, There's a lot of arguing happening to your north, and there's a guy to your south who sounds a bit insecure. He doesn't quite know how to handle all this fog in the way. You're also sick, yes. I think I'm gonna allow that Pathfinder 2 thing where you can spend your action retching to get over your nausea. Because otherwise Stinking Cloud lasts forever. So what you can do is you can roll me a flat DC 15 check as your action as you try to get that sickness out of you. If you roll a 15 or higher... Oh, technically you can surge that. On the plus side, you can act again. It's just projectile vomit in that case. I didn't know you were a gnome. I didn't know you were David the gnome. Man, that show's ending with something. Alright! They're still arguing over this. Throwing, for some reason, 3rd level spell slots at trying to dispel the cloud. And she's like, listen, it's really simple. You just cast the spell in reverse. Oh my god. And they all start laughing. They're just having a good laugh. This guy is sick. And you hear this clattering of pots and pans as he rolls back out of it. Jesus Christ, you moron. Just get rid of the cloud! There! It's gone! You watch as the cloud dissipates, fizzling out and sparking. They spent a bunch of spell slots doing that, though. This Templar, seeing that ridiculous hit on Grillixby, he's going to put up his hands and drop his weapon. That scared him. Fire. You hear arguing ladies and some clatterboys to your west. He surrendered. You can kill him, though, if you want.
Surrendered. Okay. Well. Makes him a complete problem then.
Hell yeah. You could take a 5-foot step and they'd have cover. True, Belmore. This guy are sick. This guy definitely are sick. Alright. I mean, they got like black smoky stuff around them. Yes, they're evil.
Yeah. Black smoky stuff. That's true side of
The first blow together with your many shot is probably gonna kill him. In one shot. In one shot, you deal 100 damage and instant kill them. That's like you shoot that crossbow thing in Half-Life 2 and you pin someone to the wall. The second one, let's see, will take no less than, that's 19 plus 45, so that's 73, and is immediately down to 3, and gets to roll me a Sexalicious fort save. She manages to avoid system shock from an arrow effectively barely hitting her heart. Toulon, you have a prisoner in front of you. He seems to have lost his fighting spirit watching you cleave his boss in half. I'd say that you can make it to them if you want it. Follow the arrow, Toulon. Follow the arrow. They always strike true. Or you can go for this guy. His glaive is all bloody.
I'm just going to take a double move to it.
Oh. What a hero, what a hero. This Templar does not know where Cariel went. But he did just see a dwarf. I think he can only move 20 feet because of his plate mill, yeah. Luckily, he has a glaive. Take that, you goody two-shoes, as he runs after you and tries to stab you in the back. This one, all of them have stopped arguing. The second one of their boss ladies got, like, impaled to the wall, and the other one is, like, on the floor, agonized by a bleeding heart wound. You know what they're gonna do? You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna cast defensively and see if they can pop out of existence. They are out of here. Let's see. I need to check the specifics because I always forget concentration checks. Let's see. Casting defensively is 15 plus double the spell level. There goes that one. That's Dimension Door, and they just lost it. Wah, wah, wah. She's like, oh no. It's like, haha, I always knew you were the weaker one of us. Whoop! Cariel, you're fresh in mind and taste. You watch a lady vanish and, like, they're still arguing. In a sense. What do you want to do? What do you think is a nice way to spend today? You rude. There's no save. You just... Oh, you have to touch him, though. You have to walk in there and touch him.
It's 30 feet.
Oh, yeah. I forget that affects so many things. What are the specifics on that again? Like, what does it affect?
Just any spell with touch range.
That's so fancy. Anyway, yeah, sure. Ooh, that's so nice. Alright, can you roll me a touch attack, then? Although I guess he's a... Oh, and thank you. In that case, you hit him, and you deal 14 awawa damage to him. Let's see. You can also attempt an intimidate check if you would like to demoralize him, as he's on fire. Let's see. I think it's... What was it again? Wisdom plus hit dice plus 10. So that's 6 plus 1 plus 10. No. He is spooked for 2 rounds. There's a guy in the distance somewhere still retching. And he falls on the floor as his stomach is cramping up. This one is like the dwarf is distracted by the others. I can cast this spell without him noticing. They don't know that you are the master of area denial. Toulon, if you have an attack for opportunity, you may take it. I was asking. It's an opportunity, not a requirement.
Cards, humans.
He is a human. And this is also human. Yeah, they're humans. They're all dudes. Oh no.
Big party, ranger, fighter. Fighter.
Oh. Yeah, there they go. There they go. Into the minus 20s, just like their friend. Foolish. Foolish. This Templar is spooked. He contemplates for a moment and then decides that perhaps the best option is a strategic retreat. Where would he retreat to? What would be the best place to retreat? He'll see once he's there, as he withdraws. Yeah, this guy. Oh, it's just. Oh yeah, this guy. Sorry, excuse me. I thought. Fire, would you like to go? Mr. Surrender's off the initiative now. I thought I removed Mr. Surrender, so.
Well, I can. You'll see a Templar over there. But while I'm preparing to well, while I'm shooting, I'll be shouting this at the guy in the room with me.
Weird. Give me a moment. I need to adjust some sliders here. Belmore, can you say a few things? Because apparently you've not been picked up on the stream.
Hello? I am saying things. Fire.
Yeah, for some reason you are unnaturally quiet.
Do you have like different sliders somewhere?
I have heard that said about me in real life too.
No, I mean like for what the hell is? Because you're not volume adjusted at all, on the thing. Even in Discord, you're not that. Yeah, I don't get it. Oh, could it be this? Could it be this? If it's this, I'm gonna giggle. Okay, let me just.
All words. Paladin Archer. Hello?
Okay, I'm here. All right, you were shooting things. I'll take care of this in the meantime. Oh, you're shooting the paladin. All right, well he has cover as a result of all those walls in the way, but the second shot hits him. 14, and that's about it.
Yeah, I'm also shouting at the surrendered guy. Also, repent your evil ways. Bow to the demon slayer, which is me.
Toulon. There's a cocky boy next to you and a cocky lady.
Yeah, I'm going to deal with the spellcaster before she gets a chance to teleport away again. Spellcaster, that's nasty.
So I just learned what the problem was and I've solved it. Nice. Weird. Apparently, my volume slider, which you'd think would only dictate the playback speed and not the actual speed that it broadcasts, affects things. I'll just leave it as it is now. Weird, though.
I ask you about sliders.
Yeah, but it's not the volume slider on OBS. It's the volume slider for, like, what I hear in my headphones. Apparently changes what OBS puts out to the stream, which is weird to me.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and roll me whatever you want to do. Against this poor, innocent, spooked boy and the terrified spellcaster. Ow.
That's great.
For who is that?
The spellcaster.
The spellcaster has an unnatural amount of defenses going up, so they're like, "Aha! Magical armor and a magical shield, defend them."
Oh, that's fine. I also cage enemy just in case it works.
Templar Man slowly withdraws as he swings at thee.
Yeah, like, he doesn't. Excuse me, I'm going to refresh the page. For some reason, like, Roll20 is being really slow for me.
Marvelous.
Thanks for all 20.
Roll 2020, roll 2020.
So here's a coin for cage enemy.
Show me the goods. Engage enemy. You can pin foes. Immediate action to expose hits. Ooh. Okay. So you try to hit him.
Yeah.
Well, show me the goods.
Connection to the server has been Okay, let's go.
Oh, jeez. Don't die. Ooh.
No, I don't think it will be hurt dying.
Ouchie, wouchie.
Oi, oi, oi. Actually, that is just enough to bring him down. So as he like steps back, you swing him in the chest and watch him topple over. The remaining Blackfire Adept is gonna give this one last go. And they just make a little puff of black smoke. And then they hold up their hands and like, no? Cariel. What would you like to do? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
I think I'll just try and make it easy for Tubon and just use hold person, Blackfire Adept. Ah. Beans.
Beans!
I dang did beansed it.
There's a guy over in the corner, still retching. Poor guy. Poor guy. Fire.
Okay. Well, that guy's cowering in the corner. Hopefully thinking about his past misdeeds.
That guy is on the floor vomiting. However, he has not yet issued a formal surrender.
Yeah. Taste death evil in that case. Ooh.
It's like you basically roll me that. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
You basically you pincushion a man who's on the floor dying.
Just ragdolls down the hallway.
Essentially, yes. Toulon, if you would like to bully the spellcaster, you're allowed to.
Bully, you say?
Bully. Even though this is technically a no bully zone. What about your criticals today?
Yeah, fire has been get at least. So the reasonable thing to do would be to find some kind of gag to give her.
That was
So
a
you
fair
look
thing to
around
do.
So you try to look around to see if I can appropriate anything from my surroundings.
You can definitely find something you can shove in her mouth that will keep her from talking, yes.
Yeah.
Like they are making a variety of strange looking things.
Okay.
Mostly
And then
made
I'm
out of
going.
weird metal and some crystal stuff. It's all... Ooh.
And then I'm going to leash out into the corridor and ask, what do we do with him?
Well,
This one and the Templar.
the Templar would like to bargain for his freedom. Now that the dust settles a bit, you have some time to look around and soak in your environs. You're in some sort of a war room. Ooh, fire.
It's just an on-the-spot conversion to the Faith of the Demon Hunter.
I don't know if the Demon Hunter's very good with that, but alright. Oh wait, that's you!
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a militant religion. Good, note taken.
I'm an archer who's only good at arching, so, you know.
He was actually thinking more like information or something. Anyway.
Oh, well, glad to take that as well.
He'll tell you that the things on the table. So now you have a good time to look around. The table is cluttered with documents. Like maps, battle plans, names. However, there's also a glass jar on it which contains some sort of some swarm of insects. And he warns you that there is a glyph placed on the table that, if it were triggered, would cause the jar to explode and then the insects would eat the documents almost instantly. If the blast of the glyph doesn't destroy them, that is.
And how do you avoid doing that?
Removing the jar and removing the magic? I think only a few documents are protected with glyphs, though. So you could single them out, maybe. And just remove them. They only blow up when you read them, right?
Good thing Fi doesn't know how to read.
Ah, my weaponized illiteracy finally comes into...
Okay, I'll grab the jar off.
Oh, it's like that meme with I can't read. This item in specific is actually something called a Swarm Lord's jar.
Ooh.
Allow me to tell you what such a strange and exotic item does. This small lidded jar contains a sizable, deformed insect that twitches and wriggles as it constantly undergoes particularly painful death. The Swarm Lord's jar has a lid, but the lid is fused to the rest of the jar and cannot be opened. When it's carried openly in one hand, it grants a +2 luck bonus against attacks from swarms and reduces swarm damage taken by 5.
That's weirdly specific.
You can also shatter it on the floor, at which point it will create... If the jar shatters in a space that is not shared by an existing swarm, it creates a locus swarms that follows the thrower's mental commands. These commands are issued as a free action. If it is occupied by a swarm, you essentially can take over the swarm. Nice. And some bunch of other stuff. Apparently, if you throw it at a worm that walks, it hurts them for some reason.
Oh yeah, it kind of tries to take control of the...
My worms! My worms!
Yeah. Nasty. Same way that you can use some like move earth or similar spells to hurt things composed of earth.
I'll also tell you a few more other immediately pertinent bits of information that he knows of. First and foremost is that he knows that, well, Xanther Vang is a bit of a traitor. And also that there is a treasure room for which Jerebeth supposedly has the key, but doesn't know where it is.
Ooh.
That without the key, there's some sort of daemon in there that would try to kick your butt.
We have a lot of keys. So
Yeah.
we're beating up that lady.
Can I go now?
I guess.
Suppose. Just, you know.
Oh, I should probably remove Zora. He no longer has an aura.
Remember who spared you? The Demon Slayer.
You just hear him clattering and running off. Seeing
No,
all the
Bush is
carnage and
being
realizing
pleased.
that he made the right call.
A bunch of minotaurs like singed and cleaved in half.
There's a room full of
Covered in
ashes. There's the basilisks outside.
Also just ashes.
Well, you're also left with a spellcaster of some sorts.
Oh, so we just let them go then? That's your idea?
Well, he lost his anti-paladin goop, so... I love it.
Yeah.
I think he might have learned his lesson.
I mean, you can go chase after him if you want.
No, I'm just... Like, you aren't worried about recidivism.
I mean, if anything brings him off the path of evil, it's probably the fact he just kicked everyone's ass.
Alright, well, Spellcaster Lady, we are kind of like in the middle of a wasteland, you might have noticed.
Oh, she knows where she is.
Yeah. There's Dresden, a ways that way. If you can make it there, and say we send you, then...
Oh.
You know.
Before you go, can you dispel a cliff?
Grumble, grumble, grumble. Is what you get.
Alright.
So whatever that's yes or no is up to you for it to interpret. Or maybe a sense motive check.
Well, do I get the feeling that she's going to run away?
I just said sense motive check. She's begrudgingly agreeing, mostly because she knows that if she tries anything, odds are she'll be instantly destroyed by you all readying an action or something.
Yeah.
So,
alright.
Buying your freedom, so to speak. Alright, in that case, there's some time spent on her gathering up the right documents, putting them in a pile, and then throwing a big old abracadabra, abracazoo. I don't want to be magic, and neither do you. As she tries it again. And then she manages to remove the spells. She unfortunately no longer has any good spell slots. She even lost her Dimension Dwarf for the day, so that's it. That's it for her.
She's gonna have to walk places. Like some kind of scrub.
Then she would like to know if she's free to go.
I mean, I guess.
Well, wait for your service for the side of dude. Thank you.
I mean, she has a Blackfire Adept, which are people that specifically are like, I want to deal with demons, and they learn special tricks that makes them especially powerful against them.
Just keep the Demon Slayer in your heart, and all will be well.
If anything's profane, it's your high self-esteem. Well,
now, what's these documents?
Well, let me just double check. These documents are invaluable to the Crusades. I read, at the very least. Let me just see what's actually on it specifically. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see if it shows the Templar spy network and several other plans in various stages of development, such as development of planar binding for using material plane people, battle plans for dozen possible assaults, sites of attacks, the results, strategic evaluations and assessments of a variety of battles and conflicts. Other topics include sleeper agents, hideouts, secret passages, underground tunnels connecting important locales, hidden shrines to Baphomet, and there's a couple of maps of the World Wound itself, which are old Sarcosis. They're like before the World Wound, but you know, they're still used for like, this is where I rule, and this is where I rule. Also kind of cool is there's a note that tentatively outlined the schedule meant for Nihedrian elixir distribution, the stuff that makes things mythical. So, there's a lot here, and it would take hours to really get a good grasp as to what it says. So you should probably just put it in the biggest envelope you can find and send it to some smart people.
Yeah, like,
that's...
Do you have a really big novelty envelope to put it in?
a
No.
bag of holding that we keep stuffing stuff into.
I'm pretty sure it's okay to put that in the same place as this jar that has a bug in it.
Yeah.
Hey, the jar is a nice novelty.
Yeah, and all the paperwork will keep the jar safe. It's win-win.
Mwah, artisanal. All right.
Wrap the weird bug bottle in these invaluable documents.
All right, well, what do you want to do now after you've taken all the documents in a heap and stuffed them away? Presumably, I'll just say that you find a bag somewhere so you can keep it separate and contained, so that you don't have to look through all the other things you have in there. You have a bag in a bag.
As long as that other bag isn't a holding bag. Ooh.
Hey, listen, that's called recursive storage, and you explode.
Where can I put this portable hole?
I told him that he should have been a programmer instead of whatever this was. GNU's not Unix. Anyway, kids, as we're having a good laugh at recursion, and programmers who think they're clever little boys, what would you like to do? You know, Toulon's still in the workshop. It seems to be used for making magical weapons and stuff. In fact, there are still some items around here that look magical.
Neat.
Yep. Let's take. You want to take a look? See, a look closer look.
Might as well.
Let's see. There are in the northern rack, which again looks like torches, but whatever. 2 glaives +1. There's a +2 unholy longsword. That's worth a bit of money at least. Or you can shatter it. Or you know, you have the purification forge. You can turn to a +2 holy longsword and then sell it. In the southern rack are some broken weapons that are being repaired. A +2 glaive, a +2 keen glaive, and an assassin's dagger, but they're all broken. They'll need some fixing.
Hey, do you guys bring like a bag of holding again?
Yeah.
Great. Scoop all of this up.
I just like the idea if you put it at the edge of a table and just scoop it all in.
Somehow I was just reminded of one part of my dream last night was a group of murder hobos in this really weird, clashing outlandish clothes wielding just a arrangement of weapons like cleavers, serrated swords, and everything.
By the way, if you guys put the pedal to the metal, you might finish this dungeon today.
Oh.
Like, you're not that far away from finishing.
Alright, let's go fast. Doors.
You check through the doors and find a cafeteria!
Wow.
People eat here.
Huzzah. Oh, could you, copy-paste the contents of the forge so we can put them
Allow
in
me to give you the copy-pasted in the forge. I'm not fixing the formatting. That's your work. That's your homework. Actually, I think Listen, I'm an idiot. I specifically went through all of this and made notes. Good notes. So, I can just give this to you straight. Here you go. Now it's nice and formatted and doesn't look like pants.
Alright. Thank you.
Actually, he's missing a broken +1 glaive, but who cares? That's like pocket change at this point. It's also broken. Who wants this? Alright, kids. Let's see if there's anything on the cafeteria list. Actually, this is more like a living quarters.
Today's special.
Let's take a look-see. Ooh, there is a box labeled off limits.
That's always a good idea.
In, big letters. It's a living space. Who knows what's in there?
Some guy's diary.
Why would he keep it in the cafeteria? It's I don't know. It's just weird like that.
Maybe it's the chef's diary.
You want to crack it open?
Heck
Detect
yeah.
evil. Detect evil first.
If you find like sweets and candies particularly evil, maybe. Otherwise, there is no evil in the immediate vicinity.
Okay.
Sin of gluttony.
This isn't Rise of the Rune Lords. Wrong game.
Yeah. What's in the box?
You open the box and find 5 bottles of Ustalov. Expensive fine wines worth 500 GP each. And there's 3 sealed jars of candied fruit from Katapesh, unopened. Additionally, there's I'll put this down, don't worry about it. There's an endless decanter of water, a planar shifting scroll, plane shift scroll, 2 summon monster 4, 2 summon monster 5, a summon monster 6, and a summon monster 7. I will give you the contents. Bam. This is someone's fancy box. In the meantime, Toulon finds the TV room. It's actually a classroom, but it does look like a TV room considering it has comfy sofas.
They're in the middle of watching the B movie.
And this is... It's like, alright, who has remembered the B movie from the top of their head, and they have the movie play and they have to recite it in tune, and it's like, good job, you know the most evil and most powerful of memes.
Truly diabolical.
It's like in the middle of the combat, they just start reciting it. Hey, it keeps you focused. Wink. Well, the training hall otherwise looks a bit fancy. Little area A is like a pray, meditate kind of thing. This is a general classroom. Would you like to open the southern door, Fire?
Yeah, sure.
Reckless abandon. You hear buzzing coming from behind it, like a slight.
More box.
A different TV to the channel.
And indeed, there are all bugs. There are many bugs. In fact, there are exactly 4 bugs. I did not mean to reveal all that, but that's how it goes when you're dealing with these weird tools that act however they like. Get out of here. You see Drachni through the door, and you hear them through the door.
Oh boy.
Once you open the door proper and wish to engage, they will engage. These fancy bug boys.
Boys.
Bug boys. Bug boys. Look like bugs, talk like boys.
Buzz. Alright. Demons to slay.
Would you like to make any preparations before you attack them?
Well, I still probably have
Throw out
the
a couple protection of evils, boys.
aligned weapon thing going.
Nice. Alright then, kids. Roll your initiative. Let's see. The last big fight before whatever happens next.
Haha!
Oh. Faster than me.
Cheapers, creepers, it's actually happened.
Take that!
As always, Toulonic Man. Oh man, look at all those slick rolls. Cariol, you may make the opening salvo.
You know the drill.
Oops.
Delete some bugs.
Didn't know his aura was that big. Does he have an aura? Why? Delete bugs! What? That's illegal! Oh
Bug
no!
Deletion.
You're deleting my bugs!
Holy butt bomb.
Eat pants, buggos. Okay. So
Next
let me just double check and make sure that you could actually hit all of them at once. Whoop. Yes, you can actually hit them all at once. All right.
So that's 100 damage.
Yep. Flat hundo.
Actually, it's 90 because of their resistance, but
Details.
luckily they have ridiculous saving throws. So most of them will take
None.
45. Thank you very much. They're still singed, but they are also aggressive. One of them does take... Oh, no, actually, two of them take the full 90. Ouch! Oh, they get to roll me that fort save. Good. Not like they had much chance to die. They're pretty big. They can soak it. Cacario, you've burnt and scorched them, and they're all very angry. You hear a skitter, skitter, skitter of big legs coming down the stairs. I need to look up the Darachni page because they have a thing that I don't have ready. Which is their droning ability. Man, all these bugs droning. It's so annoying. Really gets in your ears. Let's see. No, it's a Darachni in flight. Okay, so that you can't really use that the way it is right now. Alright, tidy then. What will he use? I mean, Greater Teleport's not really worth it. They're all not... They're not fun. Wah. I'm being such a weenie. He'll just summon some Vivisector Swarms. How about that?
Great.
Actually, they're Vescivore Swarms. He summons one of those.
Ooh.
Suddenly, a bunch of chompy boys appear. And they see yum yum yums. Fire. Fire!
Yeah, I'll
No cover for the wicked.
Yeah. I'll shoot at this one since it looks the most singed.
He does look nice and crispy.
Mm.
Could you, first, Darachni, what's their AC? It's 25. So that's the first one and the second one hit. So that's 28. Is your weapon still holy?
It's good aligned, yeah.
That's all I need to know. He doesn't like that one bit. It hurts a lot. That hurts a lot. Toulon. They look like they're about to start charging you with all their might.
Well, they can't charge me if I can charge in myself. With some mistake.
You can't charge me. I'm charging you. Take a step forward and just let him have it. Or you, I don't know, maybe you'll tell him a joke. Maybe you're going to switch things up a bit.
No.
Defeat him with the power of laughter.
Move on.
Sometimes you must defeat your enemies with the power of laughter.
I should change my name, honestly.
Well, would you? Is that with the holy damage?
No, I rolled separately because otherwise it keeps adding my power.
So
attack
that's
bonus to holy damage.
40 and 33. Gosh, they're not having a very good day. Well,
Think, boys.
he'll have a much better day once he sinks that stinger in you and tries to tear you apart.
Yeah, all that hits. What's the poison save like?
What is the poison save like? I don't have a note anywhere? Why do I not have a note anywhere? Well, it doesn't matter. That makes it. I don't have to tell you that.
Try then, yeah.
Let me see. What is the poison that they have? The poison is a DC 21 fort save. And it's a con one. 1d4, so that's bad. Let's see. Range 40 feet. So lots of air flinch from you. All creatures in its path. Oh, flying creatures. Okay, but does it do anything? The spell's worthless. It's good against flying things, but otherwise not. Enervation is a little beam, right? Pew pew! Toulon. He tries to enervate you. D20 plus 17. Alright, Toulon. If that hits, you will take 2 negative levels. Or energy drain, as they call it sometimes.
Right, so I don't get a save, I just get a dodge the beam. Okay. Noted.
And roll to the side. This Darachni, however, is feeling a bit peckish after that. Toulon, you do get attack of opportunity when this one approaches. Because he does cross through your reach, I think. It's awkward maneuvering in here.
That's pretty
Why is this
awesome.
Templar still on the listing? Get out of here.
Get out of here.
You're dead. You can't play with us any. Whoa. I've just been energy drained, but I'm still strong enough to beat your ass, motherfucker. So if you don't, as long as you don't roll snake eyes, he's gonna go down. Just jinxing it for you there, buddy. Aw, I was hoping I could jinx it. He doesn't reach you in any state to hurt you, as he just flops Icor bleeding in a clean slice across the ground. Cariol, thanks to your scorching, you saved your friend. Excuse me, this is happening again. Cariol, thanks to your scorching, your friend was not given more of a ouchie baba. But now, however, is the time to strike.
I think I'll just do a regular fireball just in the back corner there,
Why
so
do
it doesn't hit too long.
Why do I have 2 sheets? Oh no, that's just a handout.
Try and clear out that swarm before it does any nonsense.
Nice. Show me.
I don't think you need to worry very much about hitting me. I've got evasion, I've got good reflex save and so on.
And he has like the special resistances to spells.
Yeah, but I want to be polite.
You want to be a good boy. So you're gonna go for a regular fireball.
Yeah, just regular vanilla fireball.
Now, I shouldn't have to be the one to remind you, but most demons have fire resistance 10.
Yeah.
All right.
It
Well,
was
it is
mostly
it is a swarm, so it does take like a butt ton of damage from these attacks. So that's minus 10. Okay, so that's 17, 7, double 14. As for the other fine gentleman in the room,
could have been better.
could have been better, could have been worse. Well, one of them blunks it and takes the full wow-wows. A wow-wow. That's 20. Goes down to 17, goes down to 7. What was it before? I'll just look this up. This one's swarm will move over to Toulon. As it finally appears and begins its maddening chitter-chatter. Do not forget. On your turn, do make me a will save. Or become mind affected. Also, someone, Toulon, it's nibbling at your heels. Ow! Ow! What is its distraction? DC. Good question. Good question, me. I'm glad you're so smart, me. Oh, thank you, me. His distraction DC is 15. What kind of save is that again? It's just a fortitude save, just like I thought. Can you roll me a fortitude save, my good Toulonic man, as you are bitten at by many swarms? Also, you do take it. You can make attack of opportunity if for some reason you think you can beat up a swarm with an axe.
No, not really.
I like that. I like that. He's still in the back, however, and can't move past his friend, so he's like, eh. Fire. You are currently exposed to Jibber Jabber. Roll me a DC 15 will save. Or be confused. By a hair. Go on, have your turn.
Exactly 15.
Precision is a virtue.
Right. That one over there.
Do you ignore the soft cover of creatures in the way of your target?
Improved precise shot yet?
No, not improved precise shot yet. What was the thing I do have though?
Normal precise shot.
Oh yeah, this one though. That applies to only to allies, but you know.
Alright, well, in that case, you can hit this directly without a concern.
Well, if I don't take the 5-foot step anyway.
Okay.
Okay. Shooting at it directly over there.
You can take your 5-foot step when you're done.
Yes.
Can you roll me the cool boy points on that cool boy shot?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 25, 35, Ouch. And then there's the rocking AC is 25, so it's the next one that deals a 16, brings it down to exactly 0, and then a 13 knocks him into unconsciousness. Toulon. There's only one left, and you're standing in a big swarm. Well, there's actually 2 left. How could I be so foolish?
The one's behind the door.
Oh, so you need to roll me a will save against the madness. Their constant chattering is making your mind go weird.
Yeah, I should roll for that first.
You're fine. Go nuts. Man, those crits today. On good old... A lot of green on fire. I just realized you still have to do that thing over in the storm, but... Oh well.
There's a lot of things we need to do.
Stormy days.
I think I need to take a breather. So I'm going to walk over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then actually I'm going to walk all the way back here.
Not
And
too long.
advise-
Welcome to the party.
Yeah.
Nice. Darachni, how good can you fly? 60 feet.
And toss down a wind wall here.
A wind wall, you say? Ooh! Since when can you cast wind wall?
It's a second level
Ooh.
ranger spell.
Ooh, let's see. Okay, we go. Tiny small fire can pass through the barrier.
I always forget rangers can cast spells.
While it will stop the Vescivores since they're too weenie, it won't stop this guy.
Yeah, alas.
Well, I mean, the swarm isn't going to be bothering you, which is probably more of an annoyance, if anything. As he appears, he would like to finish his little tasty snack. With a bite, and a sting, and a zing-a-ding-ding on Toulon. Also, I'm pretty sure you get an attack of opportunity because he's moving so close.
Yeah, that depends on how you read Retributive Reach.
Okay. Cariel, he's way too close.
It's very close. I wish he wasn't. Yeah.
Also, it's a box wall.
He's having way too much
That
fun
too.
treating Toulon like a little plaything.
Try to move back a little, and then Spear of Purity his face.
Excellent. His stinger sweeps at you when you cast a spell within his reach.
Owie.
So, can you make me a concentration check? You manage to keep your concentration. You do also take the 11 damage, and I do need you to roll me a fort save against the poison. And then we'll resolve the spear of yours. Let's see. You blast him with a spear. 16 is enough to hit him. Damage 21. Also pretty good. He isn't affected by it on the attack itself. Then he is blinded, unless he makes a will save, right? Boop. He is blinded. And you're not affected by the poison. Ain't that just nice? Everything just works out for you.
Today was a good day.
Da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Does Wonderwall stop raise? Normal range text. Okay, no. In that case, he very awkwardly tries to aim an enervation at fire, which probably won't work out. Fire has soft cover. And he's probably pretty dexterous, so 17. Fire, what's your touch armor class?
Touch is 18.
Plus the cover, you managed... His friend is 2 in the way for him to hit you. So you might see this pale green beam go by.
Ooh.
He's frustrated. This fire. You're way too close to this guy.
But he's blind, so I'll take a 5-foot steppy.
You're still technically in reach, but he is blind, so he doesn't know.
Yeah. So, him, and then if he goes down, the other guy. Just kind of shooting through them.
The first one hits. Show me the extra damage. 36. Gosh darn. Okay, 14. He's down. And then that last 12 goes to the guy in the back. This one's for my boys in the back.
Oh.
The Vescivore Swarm, by the way, is repelled by the wall. Woo! They try to fly into it, but they cannot! Toulon.
Yeah.
Remember the good old days when you fought little weenies in a cave? Oh, now they're just being blown away by your wind wall.
I'll stand here and hold my action for when the Derek comes close.
Sexy.
Oh, big boys noticed us.
The door behind the Arachne goes open. And you see one wormy boy.
Hey.
Indeed, hey. For he will cast Disintegrate.
Ah.
That's less hay.
I say hey. What you
What was
looking
going
for?
on?
I guess I always got it wrong. What?
So, who is it targeting?
Who is it targeting? Who is it targeting? All right. Next person in the turn order is Tim.
Is he destroying his own boys?
I appreciate that despite me having been obvious as a fucking doornail, this is still up for questioning.
Oh yeah. I'll just assume with the whole 2 initiative thing that he was spooky boss man.
Ugh, you know what? I don't even want to bother with Phantasmal Killer. That spell's ridiculous.
Phantasmal killer.
Let's see. Well, he does have this thing called a Rod of Withering. So how about he just walk up and give him a good old stab in the back with that?
Bonk.
Alright, so the Arachne will lose how many hit points from that? He has 11 hit dice. He loses 4 con. So he goes down. And then as he falls down, you actually see him. Mr. Wormy Man himself.
Ugh.
He's got a face only a mother would love. And even that's a stretch.
I will not kiss this boy.
I mean, you'd have to kiss a lot of worms to actually kiss him as a concept.
It's like a whole day job.
I would like to welcome you. You have done quite an efficient job so far. But now is not really the time to do any celebrations quite yet. There is one more problem. And he points directly at fire.
Hi, fire.
What? And what are you?
Have you
Weird.
forgotten about your cousin? He has become
Well-
quite a tragedy.
I heard he's getting more arms and stuff. Yeah.
He has responded positively to the Nehydrian elixir. And let's just say that my willingness to help you comes at a cost. But let's put that aside for now. We will have our negotiations once we are done. He is coming back tomorrow.
Alright.
I'm afraid you will have little choice but to kill him, unless you happen to be truly as inventive and creative as some of my associates ascribe to you. For you see, he has taken on demonic traits, and with the Nehydrian elixir, he is uncannily competent at his job.
So who are you again?
Zonothar Vang, head researcher for the Planar Binding Project, and up until recently, analyst of the Nehydrian elixir. I would like to continue that job.
And that is...
It's a magic thing that makes people go mythic.
Yes, it's the stuff that was used to make the Mythic Chimera. It's apparently what made your cousin weird.
Oh.
It's a shortcut to becoming a superhero, really.
Well. So why are you helping us now?
As I mentioned, they have taken me off my preferred project analysis. I want to continue my research into the Nehydrian elixir. If you were to provide me with a laboratory in which to work, we can come to an agreement, and I will provide you with detailed information that may prove useful for your future endeavors, such as where to find some of the demonic excavations of the Nehydrian crystals. I presume you would like to fight less of those creatures.
Preferably,
so.
yes. But would this research include, anything morally dubious, as in human experimentation?
Will this help us fight demons?
If my research is successful, certainly. We will have more powerful paladins, after all.
Oh, I'm on board with that idea.
After all, your cousin was a good experiment to see how it would function on normal humanoids. Unfortunately, once I presented them with a stabilized elixir, they said I stepped out of bounds. And, well, I would like to continue my research. And as I mentioned, he is coming tomorrow. It will take some time for me to pack up my things and move to a more suited location. But until then, he will ask questions, and he will start shooting.
I'm just wondering how the paladins will receive you. Ooh.
From the intelligence I've been able to gather, you have stranger bedfellows.
Yeah, well, they were already complaining about those.
I think they will find that complaining about me has two results. We have a good drink about it, or I have a good drink of them.
Well, hopefully the former.
I'm certain that you are willing to make amends. That you are willing to correct. By the way, your paladin senses do not pick up evil on him. So at the very least, he won't have that problem.
Well, yay. The man made of worms doesn't seem to be evil.
Seems like the kind of guy who's just interested in science rather than any kind of good or evil motivation.
Would you like to roll some sense
behind it.
motive? To get some affirmation? To get a hunch?
We can try.
Apparently, sense motive doesn't work anywhere near I thought. The hunch you get is that, indeed, he was just kind of offered a good research position, and then he was like, man, this shit's going somewhere really cool. And they were like, yeah, no, we're done. We just want to use this stuff to make powerful demons. We don't need to test it on people too. And it's like, come on. besides that, he already wasn't like a super hardcore demon fanaticist by the looks of it. So they were already like, we'll get rid of him the first chance we get. Hence the whole constant murmurs of, we're gonna get rid of him. And Jerobo being like, hey, get rid of him.
Yeah, just straight up telling us, hey, kill this guy.
I don't like him. He's a meanie. He's a weenie linguini. He's literally made of linguini.
Linguini boy.
See?
Vanguini.
Alright. Well, if you say my traitorous cousin is coming tomorrow, then those will have to prepare.
Excellent.
So long as you keep, like, the experiments morally above board, as in not just...
I will not
Killing
perform
people
anything on
and-
anyone who did not ask for it.
Thank you.
Unwilling
yeah,
subjects are hard to work with anyway.
Oh yeah,
And welcome aboard, mate.
and can you tell us what's in the area around the bull statue? Is there something still waiting there?
Let me just double check. Well, there's some. He knows that the demons are there. Like that, he can tell you that. You already know. The room is called the Cathedral Tales. They're not really. In one of the rooms, they're doing some of the summoning experiments. They have like a summoning circle set up that has a magic circle of evil. It pointed inwards so that they summon demons into it, and then they're like, nah, 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 nah. We got stuck already. The other room is some sort of meditation relaxation room. Contains a whole bunch of potions and books and stuff. He doesn't go there too much.
Alright.
This silly experiment of trying to summon material creatures is doomed to fail anyway.
Well,
It would be much more successful to reverse teleport someone and use a sending like a message to make sure that they think they're about to be teleported by someone friendly. Those would be a lot less work.
good.
This guy has intelligence none of you can really compare to, so he just randomly starts spouting theories and ideas as he's moving around, pecking his stuff.
We're just a bunch of meatheads, so we probably...
Compared to him, you're
Kind of
yes,
this
you're
kind of
meatheads. Let me just look up how Galaxy his brain is. He has a Galaxy brain of 26.
Ooh,
Wow.
yeah.
He's as smart as I am charming.
Whenever he starts talking, Fire just gets a very kind of far away look in his eyes, just kind of.
Eyes glaze over. Just like,
I'm gonna look up that cool
Oh.
chart and see where 26 intelligence falls on the cool guy chart.
Utterly confused.
Intelligence. 24 to 25 is world famous level intelligence. So.
Compared to Fire's intelligence of 8.
Has trouble following trains of thought, forgets most unimportant things.
yeah, that's... Sounds accurate.
And here's a guy who probably does know what he ate for breakfast. What does he eat for breakfast? Maybe you'll learn once you take a rest. Alright, at this point, there really aren't any encounters here other than those demons you saw. And there's another demon, but he won't fight you unless you're making trouble. And there's some constructs he tells are like up the stairs in his little cave. They're retrievers that he sends out to capture things and stuff, but he won't need them anymore, so he'll just see what to do with them later. Probably transport his goods.
Oh. Do you happen to know where a treasure vault or something is?
End of the passage. Just go all the way to the back, behind the forge room. You'll find it eventually. It's not hard to find. I think Jarabath mentioned something about a hidden panel where they actually put the good stuff, though.
Oh, it's good to know.
Good hunting.
Glad to have you on board.
Certainly.
We keep
And you-
recruiting weird people.
To be fair, you are in a place where some trees grow like organs.
Yeah.
And the grass sometimes feels like what are they called again? Like those little the intestinal flora, those little wiggly things. Sometimes tendrils grow out of the ground. So yes,
Celia?
Ugh.
I think it's Celia.
Celia. That's a fine word. We'll just call them Celia. Anyway, Mr. Xanther Vang will spend the rest of his day packing up his things. There are lots of things. There are like piles of books.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's head over to the vault and
If
look
anyone
at all
else,
the keys we found.
if anybody was a barbarian, they'd probably be wondering how one man could ever need so many books. All right. Well,
Fire will be wondering that as well.
there's some living quarters and some poop boxes over there. There's a guest quarters over here. There are the retrievers in the back. This one's for my retrievers in the back. There's another exit back there as well. Xanther does, like, at some point rumor, like, it would have been cool if you came in through that entrance and then got your ass kicked by my big robots. Would have been great. Also, since you technically know what's in these rooms, I'll also reveal them.
Robots.
Big spooky place.
I mean, the demons that are up here will probably eventually just go away once they found out that their bosses are gone. They're
They're not
demons.
getting
If
paid.
there's no one enforcing their rules, they'll just leave.
We could also blow up that statue.
Well,
Leave that there.
Push it over on principle.
Ooh. I guess I will have asked Santia, do you have anything explodey that could make the statue go away?
yes.
I'll just cough a little.
Hey. Well, yeah, but
How exploded do you want it?
Dust.
Excellent. Come back to me when you need it.
Sweet.
I found a way to make those Nihildian crystals unleash their energy in an explosive fashion.
Okay, those were words. Thank you.
Yes, they were words. How observant.
Thank you.
In the back are this is the place no one cleans. It's dusty. It smells a bit. There is a clear path in the dust going all the way to the back. You take out your jiggly keys at the door at the end and spend the time wrestling with the mechanism. They don't clean and they don't lock it either. They should have oiled that.
Well, the person who will come here is a giant, so...
The door is still locked. It seems to be magic. You spend some time fiddling with the appropriate key and find there's a little button on it, and when you press it, the door slowly goes open.
It's just not
You can
Yeah,
make it a
sure,
car
but
beeper
it
if you
sounds-
wish.
Beep, beep.
Unfortunately, I cannot hide the fact there's a big S in the wall.
Well,
S for stink.
we do know that there is a secret panel somewhere.
Yeah. Let's see. 2 long cabinets line the north and east walls of this room. There are pegs on the wall adorned with cloaks and robes. Let's see. I just remembered I did none of the experience tallying. Good job, me! Good job! Ugh. There's nothing in this room in terms of actual treasure.
Yeah. So, wait, this room is just a
Decoy.
wardrobe?
Just a wardrobe by the looks of it.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all.
All the way in the dusty back. Your robes will get dusty on the way back. Luckily, I'm smart and I have a list. So I can just scratch off the lists and tally up the experience that way.
Well, I guess we should look for that secret panel. Start knocking on walls.
This is the part where I'm going to have to apologize as I take care of some business. Cue number 10 is a bunch. Oh, fuck, there's a whole bunch more than just that, because also the documents are worth experience. Cool. We got the workshop.
Knowledge is power.
That's... How much is the workshop? It doesn't mention. Why did it not? Cool, I do get to look this up. Great. Blackfire Depths. We never even got to see what the Blackfire Depths are good at. Whatever. They're very surprisingly lame. They're just summoners with a bit of extra pants. You defeated 4 of them. 4 times. Don't know why I didn't calculate my numbers. You defeated the guys in the barracks and in the training hall. That's a 9-6 in a row. Living quarters, there's the stuff there. Guard post, the guest quarters. There are 4 Dorachni. I need to tally those all together. So 4 times is Gosh, look at all these points. Look at all these chickens. Anything I missed so far? Well, you're not getting points for them. You're not getting points for that. You'd say... Well, you do get a mythic trial. Everyone gets one. Because you've... Well, actually, no, you're getting one when you defeat your cousin. I shifted that one onto your cousin.
Okay.
He's also the boss experience for this area. Does he have anything he would give you? No, not really. This is all stuff he would like to keep. Oh well. You could always mug him, but that's mean. Oh, one thing that is kind of cool about his room is that he has a special magic circle of evil inwards, and it's designed in such a way that devils that are summoned and demons that are summoned through it get haste and good hope for 2 minutes after summoning. Just a neat deed. I think that's all the dudes you kicked in the dick. So I got him. Heh, got him. Alright, as you look around and spend... this takes a good amount of time to do. You find out that there's a small panel on the wall, and when you pull it, and then you sort of jam it, on another side of the wall, a small little jeweled key lock comes out of the wall. Like a jeweled, just a lock in the wall. It's made of solid gold and set with a variety of exotic gems.
Suppose one of the keys we have is for that.
The jeweled key, presumably.
Yeah, probably.
The jeweled key.
Upon doing so, you are presented with a room of treasure and a man.
Oh, jeez.
Let me give you a picture of this guy.
Hello, sir.
Ugh.
That's a Thana demon.
Banana demons.
He's a banana demon.
Kind of fought against a couple of those in a Kingmaker.
Yeah,
Ugh.
they show up often in that.
But he's neutral evil. Anyway, he is leaning on his stick, on his weapon basically. He looks at you and then just shrugs.
Hello. Oh, this was probably the demon that would attack us if we tried to bust in without the key.
No. He's the demon that will attack you if you walk into the room. He doesn't seem to like his post very much.
You good, bud?
I'm stuck here for another 111 years. And I can't stand that snobby little demon.
You mean, Jerebeth?
So, as the book describes it, serving as a vault guardian for a demon cult is, to the daemon, below its status as a deacon of death.
I can understand that.
Yes, Jerebeth. The swine.
I mean, she's dead.
Well, I don't think that technically absolves me.
You'd think that, if the contract holder dies, then there's nobody to enforce the contract anymore.
Do you happen to have someone who could act as an authority in her stay? The binding magics are still holding me here, and I know what you want, and I will have to kill you if you try to take it, until I'm gone and broken from the contract.
Oh, maybe Wormface?
You're going to have to roll some diplomacy to get Xanther to help you with this, because he's busy packing. And he doesn't find this important.
He's got science things to do.
Alright, Cariel, do you want to plead to Wormman? You think you can stare him in the eye long enough? Whatever those eyes are?
I'll ask nicely.
Oh no, you used the magic word.
Please.
Well, I guess. He follows along, and after a hilarious moment where he clearly doesn't quite understand what why all this frivolity. The Thanet Daemon is like, neat. I guess I should warn you about something then. They put something on the walls. They're infused with the river Styx. They made me do it. So if you're in there too long, you might start losing your memories. Or you turn into a Bodak.
I don't want to be a Bodak.
Yeah. Just saying you might not want to hang around it too long.
Thanks
Well-
for the heads up, bud.
No, thank you. I'm gonna see if I can find that woman's body. As he sort of muscles his way out. I want to give her one final kick before I'm out of here.
To the south.
Thanks! I think I could find her. She smells like a swine.
Well, he's technically a demon, so...
I mean, yeah.
He's just having like an internal debate on whether he should just.
But he's one letter
That's
off.
weird.
He's a letter off. He's not technically a D.
Yeah.
Got him.
On the loophole.
Okay. Well, all the things he said sound bad, so...
Ooh, by the way, here's the cover of the book. On the cover of the book, you have Xanther, and here's his cover art, and it's really cool. That's a cool guy.
Oh man.
Just...
He needs to get a new robe, though. That thing is torn to shit.
Yeah, it's falling all over the place. It's
Anyway,
becoming a mess.
you're in a treasure room.
yeah, it's been nibbled on by worms constantly.
This is the big room. Let's see if I can find all the fun stuff here. Oh boy, that's a lot of things. All right, you've opened the door. You got your way in. While you're inside, you have to make a fort save, DC 15, or take a negative level.
DC 15.
You need to. So yeah. Oh, I'll give you the experience for the daemon, I guess. This could have gone all kinds of ways depending on where you are and what you were doing. And I'll make this bold so that it looks nice. All right.
Just...
As for what's inside, it's actually empty. The shelves appear to be empty. Cario, does your invisibility perch still work? I presume it would.
It goes for like 11 minutes, so probably.
I'll say that it's purged the items in the room when you opened the door, then. Like, you probably still had some time left, and then your spell sort of fizzles out. So, you open the door, and it's like empty shelves, and you're like, aww, and then it's like...
Oh.
Ooh, by the way, there's some fun stuff to be noted. This is what's in the room, if you can recover it. I need to look up the section that says enhances radius. Ah, there we go. If you can recover that armor and donate it to the crusade, your radiance is like whispering in your ear. That's a good idea.
I'll help.
Yeah, this is all kind of really great stuff.
I'll barge in there to help drag that armor out.
You can smell holiness. Like,
With every round you spend, you can remove one item.
Smells like honey.
Or, so yeah, you can remove one of the chests of gold, one of the, like, I guess one of the one 5,000 gold or so of the random garbage, like quickly grabbing it into your hands and then diving out of the room like a hero.
Oh wow, the heck up with the flying there.
The Staff of Healing is...
planes.
Sword of Plains... I don't know what a Sword of Plains is. We're getting to the part where the treasure gets weird. Let's see. Sword of Plains. This is a long sword with a enhancement bonus of +1 on the material plane, but on the elemental planes is increases 2+2. This applies whenever used... Okay. Weird. So it's a sword that gets stronger on other planes. You can always just sell it. Unless you're... Well, actually,
No, the +2 enhancement bonus also applies whenever the weapon is used against creatures native to elemental planes.
And it's a +4 against, like, demons and stuff, right?
On any other plane, +3 longsword on the astral and ethereal, or when opponent needed those. Any of the plane or against any outsider function have +4 longsword. So, yeah.
That's really good.
Mm.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. So,
So it,
as I said, every saving throw you make, you can remove one item.
well, my first saving throw, I retrieved the armor.
I imagine that the way you do that is you see the armor on the rack, you dive in, grab it, and just sort of wrestle it out. Because it is a big, clattery armor.
I'll grab the Staff of Healing.
You grab a...
That's
The
red.
Staff of Healing, by the way, is a very pretty one. Normally, staffs are kind of simple. They're just made of wood, and they got some tips on the top. But this one is either made with gold leaf, or it is a solid gold staff. Adorned with singing
Nice.
angels. The top of which holds up a golden globe that resembles a sun.
Nice.
That's art.
So I need to actually deal with the armor to the Crusaders before I get the boost.
Yeah, unfortunately. Luckily, you have a very powerful wizard who would probably gladly teleport you one way and then just leave it at that. But that's after you've killed your cousin, because he kind of wants you to clean that guy up before he starts causing trouble.
Yeah, I kind of want to kill with the traitor as well, since he's apparently gone off the deep end.
Nice.
Hard.
What do you take out this
Grab that.
time?
The Rod of Empower.
Oh, that is a really nice rod, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a really nice rod. Let me actually check it out, because the thing is, rods come in several flavors. Okay, no, it's a normal rod, so it can affect up to what kind of level? I think 6th. Yeah, 6 levels and lower.
I can only cast until level 5, so that's good.
So now your fireballs are more ridiculous. I would like to point out that Empower increases all numeric variables by 50%. So that, I think, becomes 150 damage fireball.
So I think... Does it still increase the level?
All variable numeric effects of an empowered spell are increased by half, including the bonuses to dice rolls. So I think what this means... Okay, here we go. Saving throws and opposed rolls are not affected, nor are spells without random variables. So... Essentially, it's the dice. The dice are affected. So you maximize the... Wait, how does that work with maximize? Yeah, that's a great question. I know that they have a footnote for that somewhere. Let me just look that up. Pathfinder, maximize, and empower. Because one or the other comes first.
Does not change the spell slot of the offered spell.
Oh, okay, this is how it works. Empower adds 50% to the random variable. So, what I see here is that you just take the maximized damage, and then you roll the dice and take half of that. I just say yeah, we'll do that. That's the fair option to do. If they are separate effects. One adds an extra half dice, another maximizes the dice you already have. So that makes sense. Point is, your fireball's going to get mean.
So, like, if I were to roll that, then it would do 100 plus half the damage rolled.
Yes.
So, 100 plus 25.
That's a pretty sizable boost.
Yeah, that's considerable.
All right, I see someone else is making a fortitude save. What are you taking out of there?
Carpet of Flying.
A carpet of flying is a really nice thing to have.
Mm-hmm.
I will show you the world.
And how many times can you use that? Is it like
The carpet
a
of flying?
day, or
The carpet of
No, I
flying
mean
is just
the-
indefinite. You can just use it whenever.
the rod? I mean,
The rod, I think it's 3 times. So you get 3 smacks out of it per day. As a spontaneous caster, I think you need to spend your whole round casting, though.
Does that apply to rods?
Does that apply to rods?
Yeah, like I think
That
that
is
might be the good thing about it.
that might be why
Metamatic
rods are cool. Here we
broad
go.
spontaneous
Yes.
casters.
Okay, no, a sorcerer must still take a full round action, and since a oracle is a sorcerer,
No.
well, on the plus side,
I still using that.
it's nice.
3 spells per day.
But yeah, you now have a flying carpet. The carpet itself is an intricately woven pattern, showing off a flock of birds.
Nice.
It is a calming aesthetic. Unfortunately, it's a 5x5 square. Its capacity is 200 pounds. So it's
Oh,
limited use if you
well,
carry too much.
well, means at least one
Oh.
person can ride it.
It can carry up to double its capacity, but it moves at 30 feet then. Okay, nice. Would you like to make any other attempts to get some goodies?
There's still a +3 crit axe, the Sword of Plains, Instant Fortress, and just treasure.
I'm content with what I got. My fort save isn't great, so
Would Toulon be interested in a
Plus the great axe.
yeah, great axe, Sword of Plains?
I mean, you could have Xanther essentially destroy the plus 3 great axe and transfer the plus 3 to something else you own. It's costly, but hey, instant upgrade. What are you taking?
The Sword of Plains.
Hell yeah. You never know.
It's interesting.
Alright, I got a quick question for y'all. Once you're done, do you want to do the cousin now or later? Because no matter what, you're going to have the big showdown at the rainforest if you're going to still do that. And I also need you guys to think about whether or not you want to continue this into book 4 and beyond. Just dropping some topics. So do you want to end the session here? Because we have been going on for a while. We're about approaching normal stopping time. On the other hand, it would be nice closure and it would end up this dungeon.
I don't mind either way.
Oh,
Let's just wrap it up then. All right. Are you done looting the River Styx whole place?
just have you looked at the loot sheet in recently?
No.
Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff on it.
Yeah, we currently have over 41,000 in gold, just piled up, and that's just in gold because we haven't actually sold any of this stuff we found. So we also have just a pile of treasure in the camp.
Then how about I recommend that you take care of Shearshot, teleport your heinies back to Dresden, and then take care of your financial situation.
Yeah.
I guess I'll make. Ooh, of course. The last
The
trick fails.
greed.
Yeah,
The greed.
the greed gets me as I go for the great axe just to
Wah!
the
This is mine.
magic.
Let's see. You gain a negative level. Luckily, you're going to have a rest tonight, so you can retry that to get rid of it, but you do also get the X.
Yeah, I just wanted to deny it to the enemy.
I appreciate that you also have 1 copper.
Yeah, because there were several places that gave us just piles of copper coins, so I've been converting them into gold.
The exchange rates are maddening. How does it stay stable in this economy? All right. So, shall we fast forward? You all done with the vault?
I guess so, unless either of you wants to go for the instant fortress or the chests.
Got plenty of stuff.
I guess we could send a cleaning crew later on.
Yeah.
To see if there's anything left.
All right. I'm going to take that as a let's take a long rest. Let's take a good nap. Replenish our spell slots. Be fresh and fruity to fight off the big man himself.
Oh, yeah. So how does energy drain recovery thing work?
You roll the same saving throw against the same DC.
Yep.
And then you remove it.
Well, it's gone now then.
There used to be a negative level here, but it's gone now. Might as well make it ominous. Xanther will not be helping you with the bad boy because he's a bit of a weenie. And he knows what he can do. And he's not feeling 100% confident he just wants plausible deniability, playing both sides of it. Additionally, this is your problem. You did this.
Yeah.
If we lose, he still wants some employment somewhere.
If you die, I'm not getting into your city, and that makes me sad. Alright, kids.
Oh, we will also recharge our divine energy.
Allow me to... How many do you have? Don't forget you got a trial. You might have gotten another... No, I don't know. No, maybe not. No. You got 1, and you're 1 over the new barrier, so you should be
11.
11. Okay.
I will show you the trials. Shimmering beauty. Mythic heroes.
So,
how many do you need? Okay, so you were 4th, right?
Yes.
I think so.
And for 15... Okay, you're 1/3 towards 5th. There we go. All right.
Oh.
Okay, you dealt yourself your cards, huh? You dealt yourself your cards, huh? I'll do 3 cards. Toulon. Pew. All right, you're all fully charged. You're all fully zipped and zapped and boosted and bashed.
Oh, yeah. Does Santi tell us which way my cousin will be coming from?
Odds are he'll try to see Jerebeth. And after that, try and see me. Once he sees the carnage, of course, he'll be on high alert. So you could catch him off guard outside. Or see if you can lay an ambush in one of the other rooms.
Well, we could, try to move the Minotaur somewhere else.
You definitely have time to do that, yes. So you can just tell me what you want your plan to be, because you've got all the time and space you need to set up a decent little ambush.
Well, if he's going to come through the main doors, we could just be waiting in ambush over here, move the corpses.
He just told you that we're going to Jerebeth first, so we'll probably take a right here.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if we stack up over there, maybe even hide up somewhere else.
Nice. All right. You, with excruciating effort, move the Minotaurs somewhere out of sight.
Just fill that room with corpses.
That's how most dungeons go.
Oh. Will all Wormface know who's snoring here?
Yeah, Xanther was like, are they still asleep? It's impressive, isn't it?
Maybe.
I think I think they did something for Jarbath once, and they were like, we would like to have a good night's sleep for once. And they haven't woken up since.
Oh,
Beautiful, isn't
well,
it?
Probably not our problem.
It shouldn't be. I've tried to awaken them, but her magic is quite powerful.
well, not our problem then.
By the way, just something I want to show you about Mr. Xanther is that if you were to fight him, he has a whole fucking battle plan written out. There's a whole sidebar that is what he's going to do.
Oh yeah, I missed the 26 intelligence.
It's his swift action, his move action, his standard action for 5 rounds written out. It's incredible. I like it. Like, this is... it's a bit excessive, but I really like it. It's really like, this is how a high-level wizard fucks a party up. And I'm like, you know what? Thank you. I'll use that some other time, thank you. I'll put it in my back pocket. Alright, kids. You've set yourselves up. Where do you hide out? What do you do? When do you spring it?
Toulon would also be healed up.
Everyone's got full health because you have recuperation. You've got all your mythic surges back. You've got all your spell slots back, all your cool stuff, all your fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're all 10 peas in a pod, as they say. As I mentioned, his first... At least Xanther thinks that he will probably just enter through the doorway, boop, boop, and then boop his way over to Jarabeth. Probably to report some great activity he's been able to perform. Or ask her about where you are.
Well,
Does he know?
ain't he for surprise then?
So, I'll put him at the gates. Put yourself down where you want to. Ah, you're all the way up there. Excuse me. Where's Toulon?
Big.
Oh, he's all the way in the spider room. What a place to hide. All right, you see your your cousin, who is very, very different. He has an extra set of arms, and he is much larger than normal. And he's just muscular and radiating this powerful, evil aura. Like he commands the room he is in. He walks in through the open portcullis and is clearly suspect about the fact that the Minotaurs are gone and the Basilisks are gone and the gate is open and the illusion seems to have been, like, aggressively moved about a bit.
We weren't exactly stealthy.
There's also blood on the floor. Like, you can't just clean up that much blood in an evening.
Lots
So-
of it. And he'll turn to glass.
So he holds out his hands, and in them appear these magnificent bows. And he slowly paces himself forward, trying to stay on high alert. All right, the lot of you can roll me stealth. If you succeed, you will essentially ambush him, which you really, really, really need.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Ooh. Ugh.
GM, don't fuck this one up, party. What? Subtlety is for cowards.
Yeah.
As he reaches about here, he stops. I can smell you, cousin. And he takes out a bigger bow that he has to use both of his massive arms to use, and fires what is not a lance. He's basically firing a person-sized iron pike at you, Fire. As combat begins.
Great, that's all with that damn ballista. Well, at least he's slow as molasses, though.
That he is. That he is.
He didn't inherit that chase sort of trait.
His initiative is 10. He just crit failed. He was being too jokey. All
So
right.
we get an ambush anyway.
You essentially get an ambush anyway. Fire.
Yep. Yep.
You have cover. He does not.
Yep. Also, things I have is Smite Evil. That's a swift action.
He actually counts as an evil outsider, so yes.
Nice. Nice. Gonna use a amazing initiative to bless my weapon.
Nangus is here also.
Oh, this is everything you needed.
Bless my weapon.
By the
So,
gods.
well, critical hits are auto-confirmed.
Ouch.
Main reason for that. How close is he from? Ooh. Just out of point blank range. Yeah.
I'd say that he's in point blank range. You can lean in a bit. Let's not get too harsh on the maths here.
Lean out of cover. Let's go with that as well. Activating my mythic rapid shot.
Everything goes on. All the levers go to 10.
Yeah. Well.
Control panel starts vibrating and sparking.
Well, I must say, these are not the circumstance I wish to see you again, cousin. So I just flay into him.
Oh, his armor class is 30. The first one hits.
Oh.
51. That'll have to be a saving throw. There's an 80. There's a 27. And then there's a 25. You've taken a big old bite out of that apple. Oh! You got him! On the system shock!
Oh,
Oh,
that was
man.
a real super archer.
I can't fucking believe it! You did it.
Got him, boys.
Actually did it. And that's even if I were to use the rule for, you need to have more damage on larger creatures. The 80 would have done him. Oh boy. Oh boy. You how do you just destroy this massive man about to shoot a ballista at you? Not a ballista bolt, just a whole ballista with how much mass that is.
Well, I put an arrow through each of his hands.
He has 4 of them.
Yeah.
We call that
I
one the
know.
Jesus Christ.
You have strayed far from the teachings, cousin.
He doesn't even get to sass you.
Didn't even fucking need us.
Well, I think if anything proves that it is not the good juice in your body. It is the conviction in your heart or something silly like that.
Yep. Extra arms did not help him. Oh, his extra mass. Like, look at him. He's huge.
I mean, he's not that much bigger than you. It's more that he's more voluminous in the space that he is in.
Yeah, but still, I'm reminded of those,
you know what?
Zero and those where he's fighting the giant dudes and, yeah.
For kicks, I do want to see what his great bow would have done.
It's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage, but nothing compared to what you can do with your insane build.
3d 12 plus 15. That's damage.
Also, it's triple on the
Yay.
critical.
Yeah, again, with Asher's build, he's great at range, but fire is rapid fire.
Hey, listen, you got the initiative check. You got a good set of attacks. You got a critical. You got the fortitude save. I'm not gonna argue that.
Yeah.
That was every single little thing went exactly your way, except maybe the stealth check.
Well, yeah, fire is not a supple man.
Van kind of like comes around the corner when he hears it's all quiet, and he's like, "Oh, you're still alive."
Yeah.
Well,
All full health. spotless.
Oh, you can't even see his aura here. I must say that was quite impressive.
He was.
He was in quite a strange mood, I must say. He was constantly and endlessly, ceaselessly, in fact, discharging about how his cousin was going to be the end of the crusade or something.
Well, we see who is the right in the end now, don't we?
I do not know if killing a man makes you any more right. But on the very least, he won't be doing anything to the crusade either.
Fire is confused by this. Ooh.
I must warn you, though. I believe Jeremoth has been able to dispatch someone with the formula that was used to create him. It is a powerful mixture that makes good men go quite... And he waves at this large demon. Sour, shall we say. So,
That's bad.
as we can see, I hold quite a bargaining chip when it comes to where you can find the Nihidrian crystals, and why sabotaging their excavation and usage is critical to the continued success of your little... whatever you call it. Crusade, was it?
The fifth one?
Yes.
Yeah. Fifth Crusade, and the last one. If we have anything to say about it.
It will be the last one either way. Although at the rate things are going, I'm beginning to wonder if the demons were ever ready for another one.
Nope.
Have you seen Jeremoth and how she acts? Not exactly victory material.
Yeah,
Well.
given how she ended up, I'm willing to agree with you.
Now,
Well,
I will provide you with the information on how to find and locate all those Nihidrian crystal business later. But for now, I would like to inform you of something to the north. It is not something you should have to bother with, but if you happen to find the time, I know that some strange demon who has been converting to good lives up north. Touched by a god or something.
demon converted to good?
Yes. If you would like to find an ally of your own personal power and status, they might serve at that purpose.
Oh,
Last time I checked some... What were they again? Like drakes and incubus riders and a whole bunch of weird things are up there.
sounds strange indeed.
Well, once you are ready, you can come to my chamber and I will take us where we need to be.
Okay.
Say your goodbyes and bless his body in whatever you do.
Yeah, I was about to, perform a Erastilian funeral rite over him. It's not really a proper place, really.
Well, if you want to carry that, be my guest.
Oh no, wait, this one was the one he would have used against you. Because he would have smitten you first.
Ooh,
Look at that damage.
ooh, what a 50. Yeah. Oof, that's a...
Also, I think you're like his... You're like his hunted... You're like his favorite enemy as well, so... You would have flown off in the distance and your feet would have been stuck on the ground.
Yeah.
It really was whoever shot first would win.
Quick draw duel, man. Don't lose him.
Yeah, with Fire's initiative. He doesn't often.
And that's how you're a good archer. Shoot before they get close.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you stay alive as an archer.
Alright, well, any possessions that Ashes has on him right now you can take back if you wish, since you have his body, and he has most of his things still with him.
Well, if it isn't actually that, larger than a normal, I will try to drag the whole body with me, so give it a proper burial.
I mean, you could always see if you could resurrect him and talk him out of it or something, but that's a risk, and he might just come back a demon.
Yeah, I'd say a nice, proper sanctified burial ritual is the best we can.
Hey, you did recently, clear out your family crypt, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense to put him in there.
Marvelous.
Like it is your call after all. He's your cousin.
He's my cousin, though he strayed. Though I think he may have intended it in a good way. Maybe.
I mean, Xanther would have told you that he was like, once I'm done with getting rid of him, I will be the leader. Like, he was definitely still trying to do good. It was more like, I don't want Fire to fuck this up, and once then, I'll use the demon's power against them. Aha.
Yeah.
But he never got to talk, so I never got to drop those hints, so... But yeah.
Yeah, I'll drag his corpse with me, so give me a proper burial.
You teleport back to Dresden, where you report, where you have a long while to explain to Socio and Erebeth why you're here with a worm man and your cousin's dead and a demon.
Yeah.
There is a long period of time where they're like casting spells at you to make sure that you're not like imposters. Because this all feels a bit convenient.
Magical decontamination.
Yes, once they've verified that everything's A-okay, there are lots of condolences. There's a nice little thing. And considering that you just blew up one of the biggest buildings and you just recovered a shit ton of documents.
There's the ones on the tape that the Flyman had, and there's the documents in Cherry Pet's place.
And there's everything that Xanther might be able to disperse.
We have a lot of paperwork.
Ugh. Well, Socio, being the nerd he is like, well, I think that what we should do is we should make report out to the Queen herself and await her glowing response and see what we do from there. Unless you have anything else to do, I say that you should take it easy. Maybe polish your armor a bit. It is getting a bit smudgy in places. And,
Rude.
maybe help repair Dresden a bit over the next few months. Unless you have something else to do. I don't know if you left anything behind or something.
Oh yeah, I donate the Mithral full blade to the Crusade.
Ah, what a brings a tear to my eye, such craftsmanship.
Yep, I'm sure a Iomide Paladin will be really glad to have it.
I think I have just the name. See, while you were gone, we had a few minor scraps and things, and one man in particular I think has earned the honor.
Well then. Give it to them then.
The radiance hums, and it glows with a divine power now.
Holy.
And it's a +3 holy, so...
Yep. +3 holy. Holy was 2d6 extra damage against evil.
Yes!
Was there anything else that holy did?
It might have Bane against evil?
Let's see. Holy.
Holy moly.
Holy cannolis.
Good aligned. That's corresponding damage reduction. Do the extra damage. Well, if anything, any evil creature wields it, they get negative levels. Yep. 2d6 extra damage. All creatures with evil alignment.
Oh my god. Well, like I said, we should think about whatever or not you want to continue this into book 4. Sort out your paperwork. How does that sound? Though, to be fair, I think you all are having a good time and want to keep this going, right?
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Alright. Then I think I'll start preparing book 4's stuff.
Book 4. So, did we gain a holy mythic trial from this?
Yes, you gain a mythic trial from beating up your cousin. From bullying him.
That's it.
Shoving him in a locker and then killing him.
He's also worth a metric ton of experience, but hey, you get lucky, you get lucky.
So how many mythic trials do we now have? 1 out of 3 or 2 out of 3?
I think you got to 4th, and I have 1 more? I don't have a chart of this, so because I'm
The one
dumb.
Sophie was talking about earlier was this one.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I was, got slightly confused about that.
Holy
Okay.
7. All right, I'm gonna
So,
do
yeah.
some experience beep booping.
1 out of 3. Nice.
Ba 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 ba. Da-da-da. No, 25600 plus. Da-da-da. Man, this really is bookkeeping. Hey, hey, hey. 5000 is. Oof, you're almost at 1,000,000 experience points.
Ooh.
Ow.
Wow. You guys are a new level.
Hooray!
Sweet.
Let me just see what the next threshold is.
Experience a Tron.
Yes, always thank your beep boop experience on. You're level 12. You get another ability score increase. Ain't that just great?
Heck yeah.
Your next total is a heck of a lot more. Level 12. Level 12.
12.
What does our ranger gets? Our ranger gets camouflage. And another second level slot. And some saves. All saves go up. Ooh. What is camouflage? Can use a stealth skill to hide in any of his favorite terrain, even if the terrain doesn't offer cover or concealment. Ooh. That's sneaky.
Oh man, I get 6 level spells.
Our paladin gets mercy, more things. 6. Ooh. Hey, luckily that rod is still good for those.
And the spell Fire Seeds.
Fire seeds. That sounds kind of crunchy.
I can turn acorns into grenades. Okay. Alright.
I'd make
Okay,
a grenade
flame
for ya.
mystery.
Acorn grenades or holly berry bombs. Why?
Alright.
I love that you can just make them and just here, Kirtul, hold on to these. Oh yeah, you wanted to blow up that statue.
If you're within
Yeah.
200 feet and speak a word of command, each berry instantly bursts into flames, causing 1d8 of fire damage, plus 1 point for every caster level. Okay. Alright.
It's basically it's demolition charges.
How many do you get?
8.
Yeah. 8 of those.
Yeah,
There-
so a casual 96 damage if you just detonate all of them.
And the acorn grenades do
12d4.
do 12, well, 10d4. It says no acorn can deal more than 10d4.
Oh no, you have to. Yeah, okay, you have to divide your power. Oh.
Yeah. That's silly. That's a silly spell. Why is this a spell?
I don't know. Why are you carrying acorns?
Yeah, like who has a I mean, it's a druid spell, that makes sense.
I guess they couldn't find a good 5th level fire spell. 6th level. Anyway, when Xanther Vang shows you what the Nahedian crystal explosion does, it's quite spectacular. It basically reduces the statue and the intermediate area around it into a whole bunch of nothing. It also causes a significant cave-in.
Ooh.
So that's nice.
Fire gives up clap.
Yeah, just
You're quite certain that Baphomet felt that one.
Mm.
They say that if you kick a statue hard enough, the god feels it.
that musty bitch deserves it.
Mm.
That's art.
More like fart.
Wah!
Got him.
Can't believe I've been bullied. Live on stream.
Got him.
Mission status sick. Anyway, take care of your paperwork, kids. Do liquidate your assets. Convert them into things you want. charge
beating
up
it a little
your staff with some shooty spells. I'm gonna cut the stream here. Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Stream.